Okay, so the one thing that I think I get the most messages and comments about are people who are totally lacking inspiration and they want to make something, but when they actually sit down to do it, they can't actually do anything. They get, it's a frustrating feeling. I think all of us have all felt that. So the one thing that I usually try to suggest is to be a copycat. Go find someone else's work and just try and copy it, because I think the biggest pressure when you're trying to create something most of the time is to come up with something unique. And when that well runs dry, you kind of freak out and you're like, oh my goodness, I can't create anything, because you can't think of an original idea and therefore nothing gets made, and it's really frustrating. So, once you kind of take away that fear of coming up with something original and you already have an idea of what you want to make, kind of a guideline to go after, those creative processes can kind of be freed up, I guess you would say. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Again, here's the image that I'm working from, and I've got my paint. Okay, part of my paint. This is actually, I think she used paper, but I'm just going to go with paint because that's easier for myself. I need some pink. I just realized I didn't grab it. So there's some pink. I've got markers. I didn't have a map or an atlas, so I'm using some paper that I have that I like that's kind of similar. So we're going to go with that. It doesn't cover the whole page, but we'll make it work. I've got the masking tape from there, so I think that I'm definitely ready to get started. Okay, so here's my finished page. Obviously it's very inspired by the original, but it's definitely not a direct copy. I did keep the same color palette because I really liked it, and I used some masking tape, which is something I don't usually do, but I think I'll definitely start doing it because it's a lot of fun and a lot of people do it. I guess I was late jumping on that bandwagon. But here's my page. And I challenge you to go and find a page that you really like or something that you think is really awesome and be inspired by it and just copy it. And maybe that'll give you some inspiration when you're lacking some. Somebody please tell me I'm not the only one with a really rude cat who always sleeps on their clean laundry. It would make me feel a lot better.